Hello, this is Daryl at Tip Your Driver. I just got done dropping off a DOORDASH, and it was a really good order. So I'm heading home. I'm kind of out of my area, but it was $18, so that was a good one. That was really good. I got, and then I had a 725, or I think it was 725 before that, and it's now, what is it? It's almost 7. So. And maybe I'm kind of in the out of the zone. I'm going to my next zone. Usually this zone I don't go into, and I don't want to stay here, so I'm going to back to my last zone I was in. But this wasn't too bad. I'm checking the miles right now to see. I believe it's got to be more than $1 a mile, but I'm gonna check and I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, it's a nice warm day today. So I'm gonna get. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I think I'm gonna go this way. I tried my other camera. It just didn't. This one doesn't stay up there, so I might fall over. But the other one, it's weird because it seems to me like no, I can't go across there. I'll have to go right. It's another. I have 2 iPhones. The other iPhone I use just for camera a lot of times, but it's interesting because there goes. This one doesn't stay up like the other one does. I'll have to hold it until I get it going straight without hammering. Sorry about that. But it's weird because I erased all the pictures, and then I rebooted the video, so it says that I have enough room, but that doesn't make sense to me. And I think sometimes it takes a while. I don't know, iPhones, I think it takes a while to reset because the old videos I took are gone, but it doesn't seem to be. I don't know if there's some kind of cache, I don't know what you call it, where certain memory stays for a certain amount of time, because I don't understand all that. But that's why I was thinking, maybe even though you erase it, maybe it stays on the memory bank for a while until it finally erases. I don't know. I'm not just making that up. I don't really know. All I know is that I can't seem to use that camera video, even though I've erased all the other videos. That's why I should have when I bought the phone, someone told me to get more memory on there, so because I was going to be doing YouTube videos, and of course I didn't listen to them, and I got that's an old one though. That's only like I think that was only that's an old film phone. This one has 128, which is still that's really not that much compared to most cameras now. They got 256. The other one I think is like 64. So I have to keep erasing videos and stuff. So that's just the way it goes. Well, next camera or next phone I get, this one's cracked, and I don't even want to fix the screen on it because it's too expensive to fix the screen. So I don't know. I just figure, well, I'll use it until I get another one. I've had this for 3 years. The other one I've had for 8 years. The other iPhone I've had for 8 years, I think. And it's still working good. It's no cracks or nothing. It's just low, man. It doesn't have a lot of memory. But I don't want to do YouTube videos, so I need to have a lot of memory. This one has more memory, but now the screen's all cracked in the camera. It's like eventually the water's gonna get in there. Because of the hole it has on the camera, it probably won't be waterproof anymore. So when it rains, it might just get damaged. But so eventually I'll have to upgrade. But I think I've had this for 3 years now. This one, and then the last iPhone I had, I finally had to upgrade because I started to do these apps, and it was the I think the 6S or whatever you call it. I had that for years. And it was a good phone, but when I started doing the apps, it was kind of glitching out. But maybe it's because the apps were back then weren't as good, or were a different memory. I don't know. Probably because it just wasn't updated, and eventually that phone you couldn't update it anyway. After a while, it was the thing was I bought that in 2012 or 2013 or something. I don't know. It was like that thing's would have been really old by now, but. These phones don't last that long. Like the other one's 8 years, is already on its way out. I was hoping to keep it 10 years. Then I have a Samsung that's about 8 or 9 years old. I still have, and I don't use it. I'll keep my old phone just to use it for a camera or you know, other things. I can use it for a spare camera, video camera. That would have been a good idea. I should have brought the Samsung and just videoed. You know, think about that. Maybe I should bring that along for a video camera because it doesn't have anything on it. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if I videoed with that thing before. So that's what I do. I keep the old one, but this one I'll probably keep unless it completely gets destroyed by water because of the hole that's in it. Then I'll, you know, be no good. But I thought it seemed to me like I fixed a screen on another iPhone and it wasn't that expensive. But now it seems to be, when I looked around, it's a little more pricey. So I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole other story. These streets around here, see the different side of town, they're very small compared to where I'm used to doing. It's kind of why I stay on the, I really didn't, when I took the order, I didn't know it was going to come to this side of town. But it said $18, I think it was a little bit over $18. I think it was $18.50 or, yeah, I don't see too many orders for that much, so I figure, well, it's not, I think it was 7 miles. So if I stayed out here, and there is some places I could do orders. I used to do a lot of work out here when I first moved out here, but it seems to be more convenient over on the other side of town, just the way the streets are, and the parking, and also the restaurants are consolidated, and they're more consolidated than here. These are spread out. So I could have stayed here. Probably I thought about it, getting another order here, and then that would have made it even more valuable because then I'm already here, so I'm not really round tripping or deadheading, you call it. I'm gonna deadhead it back, so I figure I'll just do a video if I'm gonna deadhead back. If you know what deadhead means, when you're truck driving, I used to do truck driving. Deadhead would mean you would get a load and drop the load off and not pick up another load in that area and drive all the way to another region with nothing in the back. Then you're saying you're not getting any money, but anyway, so that guy's driving fast. Anyway, that's weird when he drives so fast. So yeah, so I'm gonna deadhead back. And I figured, well, I'll just do a video. It's really sunny out here. I'll just do a video going back. Get something this way. There we go. I can't see it. So there wouldn't be a waste of time. Because I really don't like videotaping when I'm going to an order that much. I'll do it, but because I'm trying to focus on the GPS. I'm trying to concentrate. I don't want to miss a street. I want to get there on time. So I don't want to dig around. Now I feel more comfortable. I don't have anything to do. I'm not on an order, so I can just take my time and talk about stuff and not worry about it. Take my time. I don't have to listen to the GPS. There's no GPS on right now. So yeah, I was talking about coming out here. I could have done that, and but here, there's a lot of small streets out here where you can't see it because you can look back that way. But the streets are really small, and there's a lot of hills. And the streets are, because it snows. This is a higher elevation up here, the South Hill area. You get way more snow up here in the winter, so the streets get much more damaged than where I'm out in the valley, where we don't get as much snow. I mean, we get snow, but down in the valley, there's less damage to the streets. At least that's what I've seen. So you don't have as much chuck holes. They finally fixed some of the streets here. Some were really bad, like craters on the moon. It was that bad. There was a notorious hole right here, and you almost destroy your suspension. In fact, when I first moved here and I was doing most of the work up here, my suspension, see if you can tell, it's bouncing. This car is a little bit more, the Subaru has a little better suspension than that Kia. So hopefully it won't be damaged from all these potholes and stuff in the snow. If you live in an area that has a lot of snow, you will get streets with potholes in them. So yeah, I had to fix this. The suspension was really worn out on that other car, and I suspect it was all the running around here with the potholes and all that. So I try to avoid this area because of the potholes. I do have some clients up here from my other job that they come up to with the truck, but the truck can handle those potholes a little bit better. It's a bigger suspension, and so I don't avoid the area. I just don't try to do. I don't like to do food delivery up here. Looks like they did some repairs around here recently. Like this road right here was really bad. $750, I think, I believe so. And that was only like 3 miles. So 6 miles round trip. So that was still a little bit more than $1 a mile too. So that's okay too. Let's see what we get next. If we get one. If the camera's still rolling, if it's not, my cameras, like I said, are starting to get bogged down, and I'm gonna have to start clearing out some of the videos. Probably because I do these long videos. I don't do these short videos. I don't know what's better, doing long videos, short videos. To me, I'm not really planning what I'm gonna say. I just talk about what's going on, and that's it. There's nothing. There's no agenda. I don't have an agenda with my videos. It's just documenting what's going on that day. Kind of just trying to be accurate as far as how much I'm getting, per mile and stuff on certain orders. Whenever I'm filming, I'm not going to document every single order I do. I did some orders yesterday, and I didn't even document them at all. Just when I'm doing the film. I may talk about them later, like, sort of, if I remember them, or if I look them up. I'm back at the mall here. God, let's see my air conditioning. Let's see if we can get, it's on. It's kind of a hit or miss, this air conditioning. Oh, it's working now. You stop for a while and turn it back on. It must be the compressor, something like that. But when it's 85 degrees, it got up to 90 actually. gets up above 90, forget about it. I don't know if I have to have air conditioning. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I have to figure something out. I'll probably take it to the mechanic this week and see what he can think. He can look at it and see what he can figure out. And hopefully it's not a full air conditioning rebuild, because that's expensive. Then I'll have to deal with the heat, I guess. But if it's just a charging, I don't know what the charge is on that, but we'll see. Find out. I think I'll just shut the camera off because I got to look, since I'm using this one, I have to look at the, so I'll start it.